What's up, fight fans? We are back at it with another edition here at Round One Sports TV. I am always your host, Edwin, and where do all fights start? Round one. So, we got one of the biggest matches going on in Japan. Let's get more familiar. Naoya Inoue, the monster, is going against one of Japan's own, and Junto Nakatani, the rising sun, as I like to call him. This fight right here is very interesting. There's a lot riding, all that and more. Anything you want to talk boxing, put it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give the videos a like, hit that bell notification icon, become a Round One Sports Talk member, and let's get right into this episode. Let's go. Well, fight fans, we got ourselves a banger here out in Japan. Man, we have Japan's own. He needs no introduction. Naoya the Monster Inoue. Now, he is the number one boxer currently in Japan. He currently owns all five belts, all four major sanctioning bodies, and the Ring Magazine belt as well. He fights at a weight at 122 pounds. Naoya the Monster Inoue, he has a boxing record of 32 fights and 27 big ways by knockout. Okay, Naoya Inoue, um, a very special fighter, I would say, in his own right for what he has done for the super bantamweight and bantamweight divisions and lower. The eyes and ears and attention that he has brought to the lower weight division is the reason why I believe we know fighters today such as Junto. Now, make no mistake, Naoya Inoue's opponent, Junto, he's sporting a boxing record of 32 big wins, with 24 of them coming way by knockout, right? And he also has a 75% knockout ratio. Naoya Inoue an 84% knockout ratio. So these are two highly skilled, power punching individuals that are risking to put it all on the line. And if you notice, I said in their boxing record, both men are undefeated. Two undefeated fighters, two warriors willing to look past this old cliche, American Western cliche, protect the old at cost. Care about legacy. Why did you get into this sport? To prove that you're the best, right? Am I correct? So this is what these two men are doing. See, Junto is a 3-division world champion. What's up, fellas? What's up, Frontline? Hop on board, Frontline, because I'm going to need you to read some chats real quick, because I'm going to get the monologue, and you know how I get down when it comes to a big fight like this. I get lost in it, because I'm very excited for this fight in a lot of different ways. When you talk about boxing and you talk about these belts live in 4K, you saw what a belt did for Ryan Garcia. This man's out there doing Surfing USA with the belt, the WBC world title, getting on helicopter rides, all kinds of things. He can't take that belt. He probably slept with that belt for the first week he won it. But yet they're going to say belts don't matter. And in this situation, in the Tokyo Arena Dome, the Tokyo Dome in Japan, these two samurais are about to put all the belts on the line. Well, I should say one. Naoya, the Monster Inoue, has all the belts. And Junto is invading his castle. Junto wants everything that Naoya Inoue built in Japan. Rightfully so. If you feel that you're that kind of warrior, then come take away everything he's made. And that's exactly what Junto aims to do. See, Junto in his own right, he's a highly decorated champion. He has 3 divisions, but he hasn't reached the level or the plateau that Naoya Inoue has in Japan. He's the real rock star. But Junto's trying to tell the world that he's a better fighter. Now, a lot of criticism came out of that Hernandez fight. Whether or not you guys are buying into what everything I heard, what Paulie had to say, you know, over there on Pro Box, I heard what he said about Hernandez. Now, I'm not buying into any of that. There was 2 men in the ring. Junto had a job to do too as well. And it didn't seem like Junto's power coming up from the next weight division to the 122, acclimating to the division to prepare for a fight for Naoya Inoue, right? But the one thing in here that I got to give into account too, right, is the height factor, right? And a lot of people question that because Junto is 5'8", Naoya Inoue is 5'5". So a lot of people wanted to play that game with the reach, the arm reach, and the height of Naoya Inoue, right? So it's like Junto has a 68%, 68-inch arm reach, and Naoya Inoue has a 67. Naoya's arm reach, remarkably, is extremely long for a guy 5'5". Junto's 5'8" and has a 68. Naoya's 5'5", it has a 67. So this fight right here, look, when I say that you're gonna have to bring something to the table to beat a fighter such as Naoya Inoue, I really mean that. Junto does have the height. Can he apply that? You know, and we're about to find out. What's up, Frontline? How you been? Frontline, you there? Frontline's walking away. And he knows I get into my things when I'm gonna be here for a
No, I'm
minute.
here. I'm here. I'm here. I forgot. I'm talking to myself. I thought I had it off mute, but it's off mute now.
Oh
Yo, what's
yeah.
going on, guys?
What's up, chat? How you? What's up, guys?
We got
Yo,
Koki in the building. We
yeah.
got Eddie in the building. Says salute round one, frontline Aldo. Dímelo
Salute, Naldo.
Corillo.
Corillo, what's up, guys?
Towers. What's up, round one? Kush, he's gonna pack Junto up, especially after that last performance Junto had.
That's what a lot of. That's the most thing worry that I've had in this conversation about Junto and Naoya Inoue. Just before that fight with Hernandez, everybody was saying that Junto was going to wipe down Naoya Inoue. Everybody was saying that if anybody can do it, that was the guy for the job. They were saying that ninja right there, right? After
Yeah,
the
but you
Hernandez,
can't. That we here at round one, we don't use the triangle
no,
theory.
there was no triangle theory because they don't have any common opponents. Naoya Inoue and Junto, they don't got, so there was no triangle theory. It was all based off his performance.
Yeah,
Junto,
let's be honest. Anyway, didn't
I'm
look
being
that great
honest.
against Picasso either.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
No, the
You,
hell he did
oh,
not.
okay.
It's
Yes, he.
not your typical. Anyway, he had a bad
Yes.
night. Let's
No,
get
he
it.
did. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Naoya Inoue was on his A game. What you need to do is you need to give credit to that Mexican Alan David Picasso that corrected all his mistakes in his distance management. He kept Naoya Inoue at bay. Now, if you were a smart coach, like Alan David Picasso's team obviously were, right? They knew that Naoya Inoue, he didn't get knocked down because those guys deserved it. Naoya Inoue made mistakes. And one of the mistakes he made, he overreached and he went
That's my
looking for,
point.
hold on, he overreached, overextended against Roman Cardenas. Okay. So if you were Alan David Picasso's coach, you knew he wasn't going to overextend. He wasn't going to bite. What you needed to do is to keep the proper distance. You can't play that mid-range with Naoya Inoue. You got to keep him on the outside. And he kept moving his feet. What Paul Butler did, you see, you're trying to say that just because Naoya Inoue didn't knock him out because he's a vicious knockout artist. Well, he didn't knock out a couple guys, right? Paul Butler lasted into the 11th round. He ended up knocking him out in the 11th, but he showed the world if you kept moving and kept raising your guard, Naoya Inoue, he would come in, he would batter you, but you can survive the onslaught. The problem was exchanging. Alan David Picasso didn't do much exchanging with Inoue. He punched when he needed to. He kept Naoya Inoue on the outside, and the kid knew how to survive. He knew how to survive. So if the guy doesn't want to really engage with Naoya Inoue, it's because he respects his power too much. He doesn't want to become on a highlight reel. But the minute Alan David Picasso would have lost focus and he would have stood there with Naoya, he was night night. He knew it. He had to keep moving. He had to keep moving. He had to keep moving and blocking. And that's all he did was survive. Because Inoue wasn't gonna overextend and chase him,
Let's
go,
hope. Let's
going
hope.
looking for a knockout.
Let's hope Inoue performs the way he has to, because he still got Shushu to face, right?
No, 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 no,
So
no, no,
so
no,
let's
no.
hope he beats Junto, right?
Okay, let me tell you
And
something about
then,
Naoya anyway. Let
whoa,
me
whoa, whoa, wait. Let me
go ahead.
finish.
Go
Let me
ahead. Go ahead.
finish.
Go ahead.
Let's see how he performs against Junto, right? And then he moves up to 26 to have a nice warm welcome by Shoe York's only Bruce, Shoe York, Shushu, Carrington. And then we'll see if you're gonna have that same energy
Same
gets
energy.
when he gets introduced to 126.
Same
Shout out,
energy.
hey, shout out
Oh,
real quick.
oh,
Shout out to Melasa
yep.
in the building. He said, "What's up, round one? What's up, guys?" He said, "Round one, will you be doing a baseball classic special?"
We just might have to do one. Listen,
And then
go
Koki
ahead.
agrees. He said, "Melasa, he should." Kush says it was a 12-round sweep. He's talking about Picasso versus Inoue. And then Ramirez, he says, "Drop the link, round one, Brody."
Okay, I'm gonna drop the link in 1 second. Hold on. Drop the link. He
See
must
what
want.
happens. See
Hold.
what happens.
See what?
Firearms get pulled
What?
out when you start talking about
Oh,
Inoue. Where's the sword at?
dog,
Japanese
dog. I
people
just grabbed the
are
100 round
honor.
drum right now. You know what I'm saying?
They fight
I,
with honor.
Listen, listen. Let me put the weapons down. Let me put the weapons down. Let's talk peaceful. Let's talk peaceful. Okay. Okay. First of all, you said let's see how he performs against Junto. Let
Correct.
Okay. Hold on. Let me teach you something about the elite players and the greatest in the sport. If you ever notice, they have one thing in common. Well, they have a couple things, key things, but they tie into one thing. First of all, they're all a bit crazy, right? And their competitive nature in their head, they can only be one. The fact that the streets and the whispers in Japan are saying that Junto can beat him, you think he likes that on the throne that he sits in Japan that he built? Then all of a sudden, this young, flashy, next new thing, it's going to be put next to me. And when he didn't unify in two separate weight divisions, undisputed status. But yet, this guy is already next, and it's usually that guy. And you know what happens? Tom Brady got to go out there and spank Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl to remind the world he's the best. In these kind of situations, this fight right here in particular, you ought to impress the Naoya Inoue monster button. This is what gets him out of bed. This moment, this is what those kind of guys live for. He pisses excellence. And I'm going to tell you about his performance against Junto. Let me tell you something. He's going to pack Junto up. Something ugly. Something fierce. Listen, I can guarantee you this ain't going the distance.
Hey, real quick, I don't mean to change the subject, but I have to, because I don't know if you're watching the Zone card with Eye of the Tiger up in Canada.
Mm-mm.
We got Steve Claggett getting in the ring right now. He's fighting a Mexican, so I had to, I had to
Yo,
go there
oh,
real
check
quick.
this out. Check this out before we go there, right? Which reminded me, I thought you were going to say something else that brought my thoughts somewhere. Yo, what the fuck is this going on with Ed Hearn now? He signed Aspinall. You know who that is? Oh, I'm going to help you out.
No clue.
Aspinall is was the former UFC world champion, right? And that's, I guess, is Dana White's fighter, right? And Dana White and Aspinall have been in a money dispute. They've been locked horns. Aspinall's been asking for more money. It's no secret. They've been having problems. So Dana White signed Conor Ben. Ed Hearn, he's with boxing. What the fuck does he got to do with the US? He went and signed Aspinall today
Yeah, that's a get back at Dana
to get
White.
back at Dana. Yo, this shit is getting fucking high school.
Yo,
Yo,
cute,
it's like I
cute.
took your girl. I'm a date, so I'm gonna go after your ex, right? Like,
I'm gonna smash her, and then
yeah, like,
and then I'm a diss her. You can have her back.
and no, no,
Yo,
and then Dana White is driving around with your old bitch. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
He's showing her off, right? So you go scoop
they
up
each
it.
getting their leftovers.
Yeah. So he goes and scoop. Yo, it's like I read it. I was like, what the fuck is Ed Hearn doing? But and then I get it. I get it. I mean, now he owns the rights to Aspinall that's in a lawsuit with Dana White.
We'll see how that plays out now.
Oh man, like
It's gonna get interesting. Hey,
crazy.
shout out to
Oh,
QS.
let
He
me drop
says
that. Let me drop
in
that.
Inoue definitely one of the most skilled of all time. Stock Chaser says you're was popping.
What up? What up?
Vic Star says drop the link. G.
I'm dropping it right
Stock
now.
Chaser says why do people think Junto can fuck with Inoue?
I
After
don't
his
know.
performance last fight, homie might
I,
get stopped by
I said
Inoue.
that. I said that, bro. I said that. Until that fight with Hernandez. Now, mind you.
Yo,
Now,
Junto gonna catch Inoue one of
okay,
those
hold up.
sneaky uppercuts. He's
This,
gonna drop
yo,
his ass,
boxing
and
is beautiful, right?
you're gonna shut your channel down.
Shut up. My boxing channel ain't based on that, dude. It's just based on great fights and boxing itself. But check this out, right? Check this out. This is why boxing is great because boxing storyline always can tie into another situation, right? Okay. See, this Junto and Naoya Inoue situation, um, shit. I lost my train of thought right there. Fucking frontline, fucking with me. I lost my train of thought right there. Oh, because my man just hopped on right here, speaks the truth. He hopped on the,
Yeah.
what up, what
What
up,
up,
what up, what
Duck?
up, what up?
So, everybody, what it do,
What's good?
baby?
What it do? What it do? Hold on.
So breathing, man. Listen, I can't wait for that Inoue and Junto fight. I'm not gonna lie, round one, Inoue, he's that guy. But once he touched 126, bro, I feel like
Gotcha.
again. Remember what I told you? Size and weight, it helps, bro. Whether how it don't matter
Hold
how
on.
more skillful you are, it fake helps. Like
Yo, thank you for reminding me what I was thinking of. But hold that thought for 1 second. Let me get this out. I'll give you the floor for a
nah, you
second.
cool, chief.
Check
You
it
good?
out. This is the problem. That's what I was thinking about. Some situations tie into other situations. What I was thinking about was the weight jump. When Junto made that weight jump to get acclimated to the division that he fought Hernandez, it proved to you that wait a minute, these guys are a little bit bigger. They're stronger, and they were able to take Junto's punch. His punch didn't. Now we're talking about Naoya in a way that he's got what 7 fights, 6 fights, or whatever. No, he's got 8 fights at 122. He's well acclimated, which this situation ties into what Devin Haney's attempt, right, to try to fight Xander. And I'm trying to tell you guys, weight matters. And in some situations, when you see them happen, and these guys make an effortless weight jump, you saw Shakur Stevenson fight Tio. Don't assume just because Shakur did it, anybody can do it. See, that's the problem. That everybody's not Shakur. Everybody doesn't have the same size, the same structure. They don't handle the bigger guys the same. You understand? So until you do something like that, that's when I think a lot of people got their answers versus Junto versus Hernandez. Once they saw that, I'm trying to tell you, the consensus that used to say Junto was just gonna wipe down Naoya Inoue, they're not feeling like that anymore. They're not feeling like that. And
Okay,
then
but maybe it might not be a wipeout, but in a way can still get beat. Like Stock Chaser just says, I don't
how?
see it. Junto got cooked
Nah,
and
nah,
looked
nah.
lackluster his last
Anything
fight. In
close
a way,
is
is
gonna
a
go Inoue's way.
locomotive. Here's my thing to that. I'm gonna respond to Stock
Go
Chasers
ahead.
right
Go
quick.
ahead.
That's like saying, look at Devin Haney. When he fought Ryan, that was a lackluster performance, right? Then
Okay.
he came back and he fought Ramirez. He looked like shit against Ramirez. But then he fought Brian Norman Jr. and he looked like a fucking animal. You see
Nah,
where I'm going with it?
Yeah,
nah,
well,
nah. Ryan
I
was
wouldn't say an
steroids.
animal, but he looked it
yeah, I
good.
get it. I get it. I get it. Yes. A good
Yeah, but
wordage.
that one.
I don't want to be so critical. Go ahead, brother.
Nah, I was saying. Nah, that was a good point too, brother. But that one.
I lost you.
That's that Tamu internet he got.
He's standing next to Walgreens trying to steal the internet right now. You know what I'm saying? We gave him the mic, and all of a sudden it cut off. Man, you got to seize your moment. You know what I mean? Yo, listen. And you see, frontline, for as slick as you try to be and try to say how Naoya Inoue is gonna fall, even you and the way that you speak, you even admit his victories. You say, "Oh,
Nope.
after he fights Junto, right?" And then you keep talking a little bit, and then that's when your whole sneaker just goes ram. Because and then in the same sentence you say, "Then when he fights Bruce Carrington," admitting he would have to get by Junto to get to Bruce Carrington. So even in your grand debate to try to put him down, you still acknowledge he's going to beat Junto in your own way. What do you
But
have to say?
no, I always even behind the scenes. I don't just do it on your show. In a way he's a good fighter. He's good. I gotta give it to him.
Stop
But
it.
but the same way Luis Pantera Neri snuck that shot in, the same way Cardenas snuck that shot in.
Bro,
I'm telling you, Junto can do the same thing. The
listen.
difference between the difference what happened with Picasso was that Picasso was more reserved,
You're
and so was
crazy.
Inoue.
No.
Yo,
Okay. Okay.
When Nakatani touches his chin, let's see how he reacts.
Listen,
You got
it's just
you
gonna
got
be
you
another
got two
stroll in the
samurais
park.
going in there.
Look, okay, let me tell you something right now, right? Okay, first of all, Nakatani is like a big puncher, but he has fought good guys to bring, like, like these kind of guys you can knock out. Like he didn't even fight the top Maloney brother. He fought the smaller one, right? The younger out of the twins. Like he didn't beat the guys that Naoya Inoue was
Not to cut
beating.
you off. Second round, the Mexican is down
Damn!
and out for the count.
No way!
Steve Claggett got a second round knockout.
Steve Claggett knocked out the Mexican. Say word. Say you're joking.
Yeah, no, I'm dead ass.
No. Damn, Mexico down
Yo,
bad.
Mexico's down bad.
Yo, I want to let you know, frontline, right now, right? That
We play
Steve,
we
listen, Steve Klagic's girlfriend knows a Boricua. She knows her. It officially makes him what?
a Boricua.
That's right. Yo, they down bad. We just adapted Steve Klagic.
Yo, he
Yo,
folded him too like a
we
lawn
ain't
chair.
shit. We ain't shit.
Nah, we
Yo,
ain't shit.
hey,
Low
yo.
key not in here. Bulbos is not in here, so I can't wait till they get back in
Oh
here.
my God, they're not coming back. You know they ain't coming, right? Oh my God. Yo, man, listen. They down bad. Oh, I got you. I got you. All right. You fix that mic situation?
Nah, it wasn't even that. My girl called me, yo. It's like your girl would always know how to call at the wrong time.
Yeah, yeah.
That's something that's like
They know
in
how to fuck
history.
shit up.
God rest her soul. That's my mom. My mom
Yeah.
catches always call me in odd situation. I'm like, Mom, I can't talk right
But
now.
what I was about to say was, so I don't get lost real quick. It's like, yo, bro had a good point with the Devin Haney and the Garcia point, but then again, it's not gonna stick like that, bro. Because remember, Garcia, the steroid allegation, people, we're not gonna count that one no more. That's it. That was, it's
That's
whatever.
water under
But
the bridge.
if,
He paid his due. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's
it's
like
water
it's
under
like
the bridge.
it's like going to
Yeah,
court, right? It's like going to court, right? You doing good in life. You get that job. You've been there 2 years. You get a call up in the office. They say, "Yo, we found out you got this felony on your record. We got to let you go." And it's like the system tells you you were convicted and you did your time. You
yeah,
served your time. You paid your price. But you're gonna keep in society, keep paying for it a time after time after time. It's like you and then if people that know about it now in the company, they're looking at you funny because
yeah,
now they done told everybody. So see, Ryan's gonna have to wear that scarlet letter.
yeah.
He's
Until
gonna
he
have to.
fights him.
He's
Yeah.
gonna have to learn because it's always gonna come up. But what he's got to do is, you put enough W's behind that loss,
Facts,
they'll
facts.
forget about it.
Well, people will, because they did it with Canelo. Like,
Yeah,
come on,
you put enough W's behind that man, let me tell you, and especially the unification.
Conor
Now the
Ben, yo,
talks,
niggas
yep,
don't even talk about Conor Ben. Yo, niggas will see Conor Ben, they won't even say nothing. But now, oh, but besides that too, I wanted to get on round one. I wanted to get on your point with Shakur. Now let's get on Shakur real quick.
okay,
This is the thing with Shakur, right? I like him. He's skillful. He is. But the
yep,
thing with him is
yep,
that if the guy got reach and size on him, skillfully, not even close to him. That's one. Now, if the guy got skills, you feel me, and is skill close to his level, or maybe potentially on. Nah, I'm gonna just say close to his level. They short. They the reach. Like yo, even when Tio jab, it's like can't touch him because I gotta really get in. Like I really gotta get in to get close. So it's like I can't gauge him if he's skilled or not. Because then look, he said Garcia, you're not that big, but then you want rehydration. We could see Conor Ben. You want him to look like the same size, but he's more obviously in weight. He's more girth, like the girth. He's more, more,
yeah,
more, like more shit, more weight. He just weigh more. He just weigh more. He and the reach and size is not crazy. He just weigh more. So when you're asking for rehydration clothes, because we know skill wise, well, Ryan, I think Ryan. I'm not saying he's as close skill to Shakur, but he got his own skill that Shakur don't have. He can punch. He's fast and he has pedigree just like him. He's been in these amateur he grew up with them and he been in the amateurs, you feel me? He didn't want any
yeah.
amateur
So what you're
tournament.
saying, so
The
what you're
core is in a
saying,
little
yeah. So what you're saying is because of Shakur Stevenson's body
and
mass, his
remember
density.
how do people get great work? Sparring. They be with the top guys. Shakur got top guys around him. That's why he stays in elite, like
Yeah,
elite
but that's
stage
not
and elite. Nah, I'm
you.
telling you,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Okay, let me explain why. Let me. Oh, you're right. You're right. You are right.
Take away
But
Crawford. Take away a guy like Crawford, because Crawford was a big impact on his career. I could see it because even the way he fights, the way he's throwing his punches now, his like the way his IQ was always there. His I ain't gonna lie, his IQ was always there, but now his skills are more evolved. You can see him more evolved now. To
all
me, it's
right.
more
Here,
evolved.
let me share something with you.
Now,
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
bro, teach me, bro. I'm in the
Okay.
love.
Check this out. Check this out. Right. Okay. You see, Shakur's on a different level, right? When he's in sparring, he's the same way in the gym, and in the gym, he's the same way in the ring. Shakur's been in enough situations. He's been through enough that he's very seasoned in the way the sport is played. Here's the problem with everybody else. You see, I know guys in a sparring gym that are nasty. They look like world beaters. Okay. And what happens is when you turn on those bright lights and all the fans are cheering and your girlfriend's in the front row and your kids, things change
Now,
because
what?
in your head, you feel the pressure of the moment. In sparring, you're free. There's no crowd. There's no kids in the front row. Your girlfriend's not there. You're free. So the freedom that you have in sparring, you will not have, and you can't imitate that in sparring. That's why guys take risk.
What I mean is, my bad. I promise you, I'm not even trying to cut you off because I know what you mean by that. That is true. But I'm saying, as far as when you're getting ready for a fight, even you can listen to UFC fighters when they're getting ready for a fight. Of course, we're not comparing that at all. The punishment that they know they could potentially take, you fake wanna endure it in sparring because when at the day of the fight, it's gonna feel like nothing.
Right,
When
right,
you
right. That's
when you
that's
get that good work sparring,
right,
that's
right.
what I mean.
Definitely,
When you
definitely,
get good
definitely,
work by elite
definitely,
talent, that's
definitely.
of course we talking about Shakur. He proved it. He proves it under the light. You feel me? Or Keyshawn. Those are not fighters that of course they're not sparrers. They are elite talent. Like I
Right,
ain't gonna
right,
lie,
right, right, right.
Keyshawn.
So
I
other
know a lot
guys,
of people
yeah.
don't think that Jermaine is that big of a deal, but to me, Jermaine, he do got skills. He do got pedigree. He is he is one of them. He been around. Of course, he's one of them guys. He been around the
Yeah.
Lomars, the Teofimos, fought them all. Yeah, he came close, but just that the fact that he stopped it fake showed me a lot. It fake showed me why Shakur
Why
keeps him
Keyshawn?
around. Yeah, Keyshawn keeps him around because it's like a damn, who that reminded me of? It's like
Devin
a
Haney.
Jojo Hernandez with Canelo, like elite as fuck. But then he hasn't proved it enough with the big guy. But we could see like, yo, this nigga's nice. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Keyshawn got more. He done proved it more. I ain't gonna lie. He just got to keep going because a lot of these guys, I ain't gonna lie, skillful wise, he could get him out the way. But the thing that's gonna be problems with Keyshawn is when he face somebody that's like his size, like or
Listen,
bigger.
listen,
Yo,
listen.
speaking of Keyshawn Edwin, did you see that video I sent you?
Yeah,
My bad, wrong one. Sometimes I be
yeah,
going off too. I be
yeah. I
tagging
seen the
up.
video. The thing with these fighters right here, the exceptional fighters, I don't consider Keyshawn Davis in this category of Shakur Stevenson. I think Keyshawn Davis has a long way to go before I put him in the same category with Shakur. He has to prove a lot. He hasn't proved shit yet. And he really hasn't beating any of the real top guys. You know, he beat like the middle class right there, right in there. Okay. So he's got a lot to prove him. But when it comes to fighters like Shakur Stevenson, what's going to end up beating Shakur Stevenson is going up in weight. Where that Shakur Stevenson, you're going to have to get him out of his natural weight class in order to beat him. That's what usually beats the greats. Only very small 1% of boxers were able to go up and stay undefeated. You know what I mean? Not many
Word,
fighters can do that. Why
word.
Felix Trinidad lost? He went up in weight. Why Pernell Whitaker lost? He went up in weight. Why did any of the greats, and you name it, they went up in weight, you know, and that's what finally beats them. The fact
Yo,
that
it's
Shakur
Shakur.
Stevenson, yeah, the fact that Shakur Stevenson is really running out of opponents, right? And kind of like the people that really want to fight him. He chased around Tank for quite some time. Now he's acting like he don't need Tank. He's acting like he wants the Ryan fight. Ryan don't want no parts of Shakur Stevenson. He better not, right? He needs to stay in his lane where he's
You
more
know something,
favorable.
round one. You know what I don't understand? Like we all can't lie. We all done seen many pictures of baby Shakur with Tank growing up, right?
Yeah.
Or like we all done seen pictures like that. Even their coaches, they call each other's like brothers. They say they like brothers. Da da da. I want to know why, if Tank couldn't little bro you, like why are you little bro and these other dudes as well, like. And I'm not saying,
Okay.
oh, you gotta fight them or not, but
Okay.
in a
Okay.
way,
Check this
like
out.
a Raymond Ford as well. Like a Raymond
Okay.
Ford, he
Check this out.
emulates a Tank very
Okay.
well.
Check this out. Check this out. In true Devin Haney status,
Yeah.
right? Bill Haney is well known in boxing for playing big brother or big uncle to a lot of these young fighters coming up. If you didn't know this, he had Jermaine Ortiz going out there training with them for a long time too, as well.
Mm-hmm. Yup.
Okay. So they do this a lot. Why coaches and other boxers do this? Because somebody whispers in their ear, hey, I'd rather be on the side of this one than against them. If you put him right now on your side and you make him like family, he's not gonna fight against you.
That's crazy,
If
bro.
anybody later comes up later, see, it's not for the beginning. In the beginning, you can whoop his ass. In the middle, you can whoop his ass. That's not what the plan is for. The plan is the long game, the loyalty game. When I get old, guess who the fans are gonna want to fight me? The young guy.
The young guy.
You. But guess who's not gonna fight me?
Me. The
Because
old
who,
nigga.
who am I to you? You're my brother.
Yeah.
You understand how this works? It's not the
100%.
now. It's not right now. I'll whoop your ass right now. I'm the older brother. It's later. It's the long game.
Hey, I should have
Well,
never talked
ev-
shit about Mexico getting their ass whooped because Joe Malalamo just got into the ring.
Uh-oh.
mm,
Who
nah,
he
but I'm
fighting, I
really
don't know yet.
now. I'm happy though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Boxing, even though Turkey and blah 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 is looking like they doing they little, they having their little mess. Like I like that the fights that been happening
Turkey?
and the fights
Somebody
that's
said
coming.
turkey? Who said turkey? Huh?
Yo, and yo, this
Huh?
is another fight that could
Yo, shout
potentially.
out to
I ain't gonna lie.
Dwayne in the building.
This is another fight that could potentially go the other way if it happens.
What
David
fight?
Benavidez and Opataya. If that happens, I ain't
Oh.
gonna lie, bro. Opataya is a big boy and he can box.
Yo,
David
did you
can
guys
both.
hear the Edwin De Los Santos announcement?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I ain't gonna lie, I love it. I love it. I feel like that was a perfect move for Edwin because he's somebody that need backing. And for him, he need any money he could get to stay somewhat active, at least
Yeah,
training.
relevant.
I
Just like
didn't.
Oscar Collazo. I like this fight for Oscar Collazo because it
um,
keeps him active.
Yo, you know what's crazy around one? Now that I
Mm.
look back and I see the Keyshawn shit that happened, it was like a blessing in disguise that Keyshawn pushed Samson or something, whatever the case, and it made Cole the fight off because, bro, the way Edwin was looking in that weigh-ins, bro, he looked like he just drained himself
Yeah, he
enough,
gave
and
too
bro,
much.
Keyshawn weighed in the
Keyshawn would
same.
have dog walked
No,
him.
yo, he weighed in the same. He weighed in
He
for
would
what
have
with Jermaine.
Keyshawn would have dog
No,
walked
but you
Edwin
hear
De
what
Los
I'm saying, big
Santos
bro? Nah,
that day.
literally. You hear what I'm saying? He weighed in the exact same weight he weighed in for 140. I said, nah, he would have. Oh my gosh! But I said, yo, Lord, man, thank you, cause I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't want my boy to go
Oye,
out
se
like
la
that, cause
huelió, ¿ah? Se
you know, he
salvó
not gonna be
una.
no hoe. You know, he not gonna be no hoe. He gonna want to get his back, but shit, man, I don't never like seeing you for me. Even if it was vice versa, I wouldn't want Keyshawn to lose to Edwin because he's drained. I wouldn't want that.
Yeah,
Feel
yeah.
me?
I get it.
I'm
Yep.
Dominican and all, but I'm gonna be fair with this shit. Like,
Yeah. I get it. Fair competition. I feel the
word,
same
because
way.
I
Hey,
believe
Q,
it. Because when I
Q,
look back in the Shakur weigh-in, bro, that nigga was in dog shape, nigga. That nigga was ripped. He was
Yeah, he was.
more weight, more toned up, cut up. I'm like, yeah, he was ready.
What's
And
up,
I,
frontline? What's up?
yo,
hey, QSS. People thought Junto could get Inoue with that left hook that
you know
Junto
what?
crushed Maloney with.
Oh,
Since
June.
Inoue went
What
down
was
from
that
the
book he
same
crushed
punch.
Maloney with? He hit Maloney with an overhand shot.
Yo, can
Like,
I finish this? QS. This is your guy from over there from I don't know where. But he said Maloney since went down, Inoue went down from the same punch a couple times. Inoue was reckless, cocky. It looked like those same times though, and seems like Inoue gets real serious after when he realizes he's underestimated his opponent. LOL.
yeah, he
I don't
does.
know, bro.
He
I
gets
feel
Melasa
like
says,
real serious. He gets locked in. And it's these kind of fights. I'm trying listen. I've been studying this dude for a long time, Naoya Inoue, and I hold him in high regards. You guys know that. Like I've gotten a lot of backlash for backing this dude, and look who the hell was right. Look who was right. 6 years I've been had this channel and I've been talking about this dude, and look who was right. And I told
I was
y'all,
right.
and I'm gonna tell you right now, man, he lives for these moments. This kind of fight, bro, he's gonna go out there and
Nah,
he's gonna put on a show, I believe. He's gonna put
you
on
know
masterclass performance. Trust
that
me. Trust me.
that fake remind me of the Nunez and Vaquero fight right now. I'm like, damn, because Junto got like kind of the same length of arms. He got long arms. That motherfucker got long
Yeah,
arms. You feel me?
no,
And
yeah.
now, oh yeah, he's shorter, but he's fast, and he coming in, nigga. He don't give a
Yeah,
fuck. That
he
nigga coming
definitely
in.
gonna throw a lot more punches than Nunez did in them first 4 rounds.
Nah, but I feel like Naoya is more, the way he delivers his punches is more accurate. It's better to me. It's more with technique. He got better technique. I
Yo,
feel like
he
Nunez was smothering a lot of the punches he was throwing.
let me share something with you with these guy, right? If all over the years I've been studying this Japanese dude, man, his punch, the way he throws his punch, right? I've been trying to replicate it. I can't do it. Like, this man has to understand small muscles in his body, and he has to snap the liquid, the blood, and he has to bring it to the tip of his hand. Somehow he's learned and mastered to do exactly that. When he go back and watch that shot he had Luis Pantera Nari on the ropes with, he hits him with the same hand. When he hits Lewis with the uppercut, you can hear it on the microphone. It was solid. But Lewis Nari took that uppercut. You look at his face, he goes boom, and he looks right at Naoya Inoue. Then Naoya Inoue, look, no torque, no move. I didn't understand it. It didn't come from the shoulder. He just snapped it like this. Yo, it was so violent that Luis Pantera Neri's neck snapped back violently. He
Damn.
fell to the ground. His mouthpiece trickled out of his mouth. It looked like his soul jumped right out of his body. The punch didn't make sense. There
Are you
was
talking
no
about when Cardenas hit Inoue?
no, I mean, when Cardenas hit him, he torqued, and he hit Inoue with a solid shot. But the way Naoya Inoue, his snap and that whip, that body shot, that when Dennis Morenes, um, uh, uh Dennis,
Dennis
I messed
Berenchi. Yeah.
yeah, yo, when he hit him with those body shots, bro, it looked like a whip. He was just slapping it, like grazing the liver, like snap. So
Nah, yeah.
I said to myself, listen, here's the problem when they talk about great punchers that are skilled fighters. Here's the
Mhm.
problem. If you nullify his power, what you got left standing in front of you is a skilled boxer. It doesn't matter if you can take that power. Roman Cardenas. Roman Cardenas dropped Naoya Inoue. What did Naoya Inoue do? He took off power and he put a little bit more speed and more volume of punches. He was hitting them with 6, 7, 8 piece combinations.
Mhm.
He was blah,
I'm
blah,
not
blah, blah,
gonna
blah.
lie, bro.
No power.
You know,
All hard punches, but speed.
that's all they
And he
take.
beat the shit out of him like that. So, and he was able to stop him with no power. Naoya Inoue wasn't putting no power behind these shots. He was just thumping them, bang, bang, bang.
It
Hold
was
that,
the
But
accumulation.
hold that. It was just accumulating, and he beat because Naoya Inoue didn't cross the threshold for the power to be activated. He stood right there, pop, 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 beat the shit out of him. So that's what I say about this guy. Fine, fine. Junto, you could take his punch. But let's not forget what kind of skilled boxer Naoya Inoue actually is. Have you solved that problem too? Because
mhm.
although you might be able to take his punch, you could be longer, which I think Junto's torso, it's a little long. It's a big target. He's gonna have to protect a lot. And like Junto's little awkward stand, he's got that wide base. He's like, he's a little, you know, and honestly, I don't think he's as fast as people think he is. I really don't. I don't think Junto, first of all, and I'm gonna publicly say that, if Naoya Inoue makes him look slow, remember where you heard it first. I try to
Nah,
tell
bro,
you,
right.
he does it. A lot of, oh, he's mad fast, he's quick. I'm like, yeah, but that's those guys, that level. Those guys are not Naoya Inoue level.
Well, and Naoya is
Those guys are not gonna
explosive.
stand. Those guys
He's
were
explosive.
standing
Yo,
right in front of him.
the shit he caught Fulton with, that's explosive. Like that's
Yeah,
explosive. He was
and,
catching.
and, and thank you for bringing that up. Look, Fulton in his own right is a really skilled boxer, so much in fact that he's already fought in two separate weight divisions and captured a belt and won since losing to Naoya Inoue. It just goes to show you how good of a fighter he is. Okay, Stephen Fulton. Now, he's not known for power, but what he is a good Philadelphia boxer. Stephen Fulton has won his fair share of fights. Why? Because of his boxing skills. Now, I'm going to tell you what, that Philly style, the American black slick style, very great boxing style. I'm going to tell you what, Naoya Inoue basically didn't let that man touch him. He pitched a shutout. That guy, that champion, that undefeated fighter, that unified world champion, didn't win one round against Naoya Inoue. Just remember that. He didn't win one round
Now
on
you
no
know
judge's
that
scorecard.
when Naoya is really gonna start having problems, it's when you start already aging a little bit. That's when you start losing your
Yeah.
speed.
Uh,
That's when he's gonna start having problems.
right.
Because warriors like him, it's hard to tell him because you program the chip so much to go
To, to
get
go,
it
yeah.
that it's like it don't even matter how old he like a Manny Pacquiao in his mind, his body still feel good because of all the years he didn't invest in it. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Doing
Hmm.
I feel like that's like yo, God really bless your body when you really put all that pain in your body. It's like an armor.
Yeah, yeah,
Honestly.
but he built that temple.
Yeah, he built
That's
that
an
shit.
ongoing working fine-tuned machine,
And
Naoya, in a way.
Dave's no,
He
yeah,
takes no time off.
them type of fighters.
Yeah,
They
he
got
don't blow up between
spiritual.
fights.
They got like
Th-
spiritual.
yeah,
They
that's a
really like
well. He listen. He's not the type of athlete that takes time off and got to catch back
no,
up.
no, no, no.
He
Yeah,
stays ready so he don't have to get ready.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what kind of
He's
fighter he is,
that's
Naoya,
what
in
Hey,
a
let me
way.
he
catch
is.
up with this chat real
Yeah,
quick.
go ahead, brother. Read the chats for me, please.
Cup Creator says the monster is a monster. He said a long time ago. He only wants big fights because he can't get up for mediocre fighters. Jab
I,
says, in a way, haters wants
I,
Inoue to move up to a fight bigger guys, and when it comes to Bam, they want Inoue to move down to fight Bam. With a laughing emoji. Only Junto man enough to bring it to the monster. Shushu won't come down to 122
You
because
know it.
he wants to be at his best. 126 Inoue out for
yo,
4 years.
I feel like the fight that will make Inoue a legend in Japan for many centuries. I feel like it's gonna be a fight between him and Tank. I ain't gonna lie. If Tank is able to get to at least 129 or 129 yet,
Yeah,
I can't say
that's a
130.
fantasy fight. We'll talk about
Now it
that.
is a fantasy
Yeah,
fight,
we'll
but
talk about that some other time. But I tell you what, Listen, this 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 thing about Junto and Naoya Inoue and moving up in weight, and we talking about, look, in this situation right now with Naoya Inoue, what's not going to beat him is the weight jump because he's well acclimated to the division. The one that has to worry about that in this situation is Junto. He needs to worry about that because he's only had one fight in this weight division. It really didn't go his like he wanted to. But speaking of that, this is the thing with Naoya Inoue. I guarantee you this much: the only way you're gonna beat him, you got to catch him early. The minute he steps into the 126, send it your best warrior at him. Whoever the best 126, take your shot right then and there. Do not let him acclimate to the division. Once Naoya Inoue has acclimated and he's fighting on a consistent basis, you guys are screwed. You're
damn,
not
it's
going to beat him. You're
forgot
not
who's
going
the
to beat him.
champion.
The only way, my biggest advice to beat that Japanese dude, you got to beat him early. If you could entice him to right away fight Espinoza first,
Woo!
that's your best shot.
Oh
That
my
is your
god,
best shot from stopping that monster. That's it. But
Espinosa.
if he dips his toe in
Yo,
126
real quick,
and
Joe
he knocks
Malalamo just
out
got
the
knocked down.
weakest link, Bruce Carrington, first, right? He goes after the weakest link, drops him, and then once he gets acclimated from knocking him out, you guys are done. I thought Frontline would cut me off there, but he didn't because he's sleeping behind the wheel. So I took
Nah,
shots at his
Nah, but
boy.
you think he's
You
I'm
know
gonna
what
just
I'm
beat
talking
him
about the
saying?
today?
card. I'm just talking about the card.
Nah,
Joe
but I
Malalamo
feel
just
like
got knocked down in round 3.
Mm-mm-mm.
Nah, but Brandon Figueroa is the weakest link, bro. Come on, Brandon
I
Figueroa.
know he is, but I just said that
Yeah,
to piss
like come
off
on.
Frontline. But he didn't give me no feedback. He's sleeping. You know what I
Now I'm
mean?
watching a fight. I don't care
You know,
about in a way.
But
You
you
got
know that
you know
yeah,
why I don't
yeah,
care because
yeah.
you're gonna come out with a bunch of excuses for him.
Nick Ball
it's
got
like
kicked
When
out before he
when we
even
see him at
met the
26,
monster in
when,
the ring.
whenever he
Yeah.
gets the balls
wait,
to move up, then we could talk about it. But right now he's at 22. He's beat everybody in the division. Okay, he's got 5 weight classes. He's undisputed in what, three or four of them, something like
Four,
that,
four,
whatever it
four,
is.
four.
Okay, he's accomplished a lot. But
that's the facts.
at the end of the day,
What?
if he decides to retire at 22, then that's good. He'll go down as one of the goats. But
Oh,
if he moves up to
see,
26,
What?
then we could talk, right? He's already beat everybody in that division.
What you mean? We could talk like it's just gonna be another day and the job for Naoya Inoue at 126. I mean, you're
wait,
not saying anything like it. It's a stroll in the park for him. You know
wait,
what I
The
who's
mean?
coming?
26 hit different. You
Round
No,
know
one?
that.
listen. I already told you. He's going. Naoya Inoue is going to New York City. He's gonna buy a slice of pizza on the way. He's gonna grab this WBC World Champion chip belt on the way out. He's gonna, take a couple pictures, buy a lean bay. He'll be back on the plane. It's simple,
I think he gonna
easy
buy
work,
sushi. Buy
Keep thinking
sushi.
that.
Yo, wait.
easy work.
So
Keep
you will
thinking that.
you will put him against Raphael, bro?
Who me?
Yeah,
Hell no.
No, no.
They
Listen,
won't put him against Raphael, Susu,
because
or
he
Angelo
sounds
Leo. They're gonna try to
listen,
feed him
listen,
to
Wait, wait,
Brandon
wait, wait,
listen.
wait. No,
Figueroa,
no, no. Look, look. I will tell you why Shushu because
and he
Shushu
gonna
has
No,
break
no,
his
hold
shown.
on,
heart
hold on,
too.
hold
Wait,
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Shushu.
Wait. Let me explain something, right? I love Naoya Inoue as a fighter, right? But I also tell you the strategy if I have to try to beat
Mm-hmm.
him because I'm not biased.
Real
If
rap.
and I said if you guys were going to try to beat him first, try to send out your toughest fighter first, I would in that situation if I was playing against them, and it was like video game status, I would put Espinoza first to try to stop him first. I really wouldn't let a guy like that get acclimated to the division. That's too then that it's too much. You're
Mm.
giving him too much time to get better at the weight and settle in. So that's the way. But I'm on Naoya Inoue's side, and I got him in every fight. I learned that Naoya
Of
Inoue,
course, you're on his side.
for me, Naoya Inoue is in the 1% of a sport. He's in a one
Nah,
per, he's in a
Nah, hey,
nah.
he's in a
yo,
1%.
but you know what?
He's in those character guys that they tell you don't bet against Michael. Don't bet against Brady in the fourth quarter. Don't bet against Naoya Inoue in a fight. Don't. You're gonna lose your money. Okay, so I'm just saying that's how I
I
view
ain't
him.
gonna lie. Coming from my Gemini brother, I respect that. But look, I ain't gonna lie though, bro. He like, cause at the same time, remember, Top Rank has Shushu, has Raphael. If they was to try to match him, I feel like they would rather throw Shushu because remember
Yeah, of
Naoya
course,
is
of course.
somebody that sells tickets and they trying to
Oh
build
no,
them up.
no,
So
but
they would
Bobby, check this out, check it out. Remember the history. Remember the history that Naoya Inoue and Shushu got. Remember,
yeah.
Naoya Inoue has never been, besides his kid brothers' fights, he's never been in attendance at boxing matches in the US.
Nah, real
This
right, I
dude
remember.
This
Yeah.
dude came out to New York at an award ceremony and stopped in on Shushu and sat there and watched him fight.
Word.
Soon as the Shushu fight was over, he got up and walked out. He didn't watch no other match. He didn't watch no
Yeah.
match before it, no match after it. He only watched one match. That was Shushu.
Nah, that's a fact.
So so way back then, they've already been having
Nah, yeah,
chatter.
and I gotta give credit to Susu because he acknowledged it. He gave him a bow. You know, I fuck with Susu.
Yeah,
He did
yeah.
the right cordial
I'm gonna
thing
tell
to
you
do
what. I'm
when
gonna
you
tell
want to
you
fight.
what. I'm gonna tell you what. All jokes aside, I'll be bullshitting with Frontline. He be taking shots at me to try to get the best reporting out of me and shit. But me, him, no, right, right. Shushu would deserve that fight against Naoya anyway, and I would
But
really push for it because
facts,
let me
and it's a
let me
big
tell you
fight.
something right now. That WBC world title that
Hmm.
represents your body of work We're called prize fighters. We have families. What do you think I got in this sport for the biggest payday to what let it walk right by me? No, take a shot. Win, lose, or draw. Take a shot at that. You know what I'm saying? You deserve it. You know, what if you're the guy that can beat him? What if you could write your name in the history books on
Yeah.
one night? You know what I mean? It's going to be for your belt, so it's not going to be no four belt shit. So it's going to be a title defense for you. You're going to have to defend it. But
Yeah.
if you can have a scalp like that guy's name on your record on the W, come on, bro.
But look how I'm thinking it, right? Because look, Shushu, in my like what I see from Shushu, right? He has shown the ability that he can be hurt, but he can also hurt you as well,
Yeah, yeah,
especially the bigger men. So look at
yeah,
this, right? I'm thinking right now like Devin Haney, Brian Norman, right? You
yeah.
know, Devin Haney's slick. He's bigger. He got about the same attributes that as far as size and reach that Shushu got on Iowa. Basically, they got no because Brian Norman he a little bit more. Of course, he a little bit more taller, but Devin still had to reach on
Yeah,
him by
but you
a
know what I
little
don't
bit.
like about
Little bit.
Shushu style? You know what I don't like about Shushu style? He pauses in between and he tries to like reset, like kind of like Scooter does, but Scooter does it a little bit better than
But
Shushu.
that's the thing. Those are things that it can't get you beat. That's what your opponent gotta take advantage of. You feel me? That's why you
Mm.
gotta be happy for that round one. Because if you see that your man go win, you feel me? You don't correct that. You better let that shit slide. Like
Eh, eh,
you
eh, eh,
better
eh,
let
eh,
that
eh,
shit
eh, eh.
slide. And shit. So
No,
waste of
no,
how
no.
you know.
But
But
you know,
Shushu, I gotta give it
I
to him.
always give the pros and cons.
Nah,
Sometimes
nah, for
I
sure.
get
Nah.
wrapped up on a side sometimes, but if I stop to think, you know, I just like to
Yeah,
like talk for both fighters
yeah,
and really bring up both because when the fighter wins. You know, you're like, yo, even round one, he was giving the other guy credit, man. Let's give this
yeah.
guy credit. I'm tired of this shit. After you beat him, this other guy was a cab driver. He was a nobody. No
Yeah.
sooner that Devin Haney beat Brian Norman Jr., now Brian Norman Jr. is nobody.
No. Yeah, that's the thing that I don't like about people
You see
because
what I'm saying? So
we
we
all know
need. So when I
experience.
talk about Bruce Carrington with Naoya Inoue, and you
Hmm.
hear me, you know, bashing on because I know Frontline's coming back with his own lines, right? But when I, you know, if I want to sit back and talk seriously and shit, you know, he deserves this. He
Bro,
deserves this
he
fight,
deserves that, and he got a good chance.
and
But
he's got a good
Naoya,
chance.
but Naoya,
He's got a good chance.
yeah,
He's got a good chance.
that's why we love boxing because those
Hey,
are
real
type
quick,
of
Joe
fights we
Malalamo
want to
just got
see.
knocked out.
Who?
He got knocked out. The
Yeah.
Mexican,
No, Puerto Rican.
the Puerto Rican dude. Oh no, we're down bad. Oh, we're down.
Yeah, we
Yo,
down bad. Let
and
me
it was.
catch up with the chat though, cause
Hold on. Wait. Don't. Wait, let's take the crow right now. Was the other dude Mexican?
no, he's a Colombian out of I think he was
Well,
Colombian,
guess
based
what
on
he was tonight?
out of
No, he was
Canada though.
not Canada. Guess what he was tonight?
Puerto
Or he
Rican.
was.
Mexican.
Yeah. Hey, Mark says recent
Low
interview in a
key.
way won't retire.
What happened?
Loki in the building. Yeah, Loki.
Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
get to
Read all the
Loki in a
chat.
minute.
Go ahead.
Mark says recent interview in a way won't retire at 35 anymore. It'll be when he loses passion in his training camps. Captain says, "Don't bet against Brady except against my G-men." LOL.
Ah, the Giants. Why you had to bring that
Q
up?
Q
Huh? I was healing. Huh?
Q QS says, "Pretty sure Inoue will destroy guys like Shushu, who is inexperienced at the championship level. Inoue definitely needs to be more cautious about getting caught." Mark says Inoue is not listed on the top ranked website anymore, so it looks like they aren't promoting him anymore.
I feel like
Low key in the building. Nice KO Orobio. Loki says, "You guys aren't watching the Canada card on the zone." Yeah, we are. We talking about it. Yeah, your boy got knocked out in the second round by Steve Claggett. So don't
Hey,
come
yo,
in here
don't come in
talking
here talking.
shit.
Yeah, I was keeping that in the side pocket, waiting to make you go get crazy. You know what I
Nah.
mean?
We gotta
You
address it
know, because
up
they don't
front. That's
know.
just coming
We adopted Steve's Closet.
straight off the gate. We lasted
nah, yo, no
longer.
lie. Steve Clark is nice. I ain't gonna lie. I was hearing a thing where that Jew that was talking about him that he remember him being like when he was younger and shit that he used to give him work when they was when Zab was younger and shit. Steve Claggett, right? So you never know. That's the thing. A lot of people don't never know what like if a fight is really that good just because they don't, you feel me, put in getting exposure out there as they should be. Yo,
Yo,
it's a lot of good
frontline, where's the
fighters that
fights
can.
at?
The
Okay.
zone.
Right. Yo, Keyshawn, man. Shout out to Keyshawn, man. Showing love to Puerto Rico, man. I love that shit, man.
Nah, fuck that. Shout out to Ojo for stepping to that motherfucker
Nah,
right at the
no.
gym.
Nah, he did the thing, you feel me? But that's things, you feel me? Now, you
Yo,
feel me?
hey, yo, hey, yo, Keyshawn was confused and shit, right? Because O was talking to him, but he was looking this way. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, what's up? Wait, who you talking
Nah, I ain't gonna
to?
lie, bro. Fake look
And
big
and
as
then
shit,
and then
though.
Keyshawn trying to act like he don't know who the fuck Ojo is.
You know who the fuck O is, man. Stop it.
Nah, word, no cap. But nah, no lie, that's still gonna bring Oho, you feel me? That's still gonna bring his exposure again too. I ain't gonna lie, you feel me? That's what fighters need to be doing though. For me,
Right.
you got it. That's what fighters need to be doing. You see Keyshawn, at the end of the day, sometimes he be doing his little thing, but I like what he's doing as far as promoting himself, bringing him out. Like,
Listen, you guys do
gotta
know,
do that.
right, that on this night in Japan, if Naoya Inoue is successful, he would have defended all four belts, a record breaking 7 times in a row. What man in history defended an undisputed status of 3 belts or 4 belts or more? Not in a 2 belt era, like a 3 belt era. Well, let's just go on the stay in the 4 belt era, not make it confusing. In a 4 belt era, out of what is it, the 11 men that's ever had 4 belts, who's ever defended it a record breaking 7 times? Saul Canelo Alvarez had 5, I think it is. He had 5 or 6 where they tied. Naoya in a way, because I
So
know Saul's got a couple. He's got a few under his belt. He's got some for
he
defending
beat
all 4 belts.
Caleb Plant. What year he beat Caleb Plant?
No, the year he beat Caleb Plant, he beat him for the IBF. That would be unifying. That wouldn't count.
No, wasn't that for the undisputed?
Yeah, well, it was for undisputed status, but Saul had 3 and Caleb Plant had 1.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you have to have all 4. Then your next
Okay.
fight,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
it starts title
No, no, no,
defenses like
no,
that.
no. That's what I'm saying. Like from the year that after he won and he started fighting till now, that's how I would know. Because he just
Yeah,
lost a
and then
trophy.
and then and then those other fights didn't count when he jumped up with Demetrius Bivol. He left the belts down at 168 and he went up
Oh
to
yeah, yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
175.
you're right. You're right.
See what I'm saying?
Hey Edwin, but those belts that Inoue has, they don't mean shit. He doesn't have the super belt.
Oh shit! Oh shit! He needs the super belt.
Nigga
Shut
says,
up!
"Ooh, fuck."
He don't need that hubcap. We don't want that hubcap. All right, we don't need that. Yo, it would be better for Naoya in a way to go after the IBO rather than the super belt. You know what I mean? Like,
Nah, yeah, Zufa belt crazy.
Yo, did you see the super
no,
belt
I
though?
haven't seen it.
Got, got,
I see now.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna send
You
bringing
you a
gonna
that
picture
send
super
of
me a
it.
belt.
picture of it? Send me a picture of it.
I'm gonna start laughing if I see
Yo, that
the.
shit look like it's on a military mission. That shit's blacked out, real stealth looking.
Really?
Yeah,
That shit look like if you
I'm
take it
I'm,
to the
send, I'm gonna send
pawn
it to you
shop.
right now. Hold on.
If you take it to the pawn shop, that shit ringing for 10 cash. Nah,
And yo, they give you $10 for that at the pawn shop. Damn.
yo, they might not even want that shit. They be like, yo, get this shit out of
Hey,
here. This
yo,
shit.
Mick bought his girlfriend a super belt for Valentine's Day.
Oh, nah,
You know what I'm
that's cute.
saying? And she was like, yo, if you bought it for me, why does it say your name Mick on it? And he said, duh, it's because that way when you wear it, it represents Mick who gave it to you. You know what I mean?
Uh,
See, you don't appreciate nothing. Let me get that back.
niggas said, let me get that. Let me return this, get my money back, keep it in my pocket.
yo.
Nah, yo, but damn, son, what? Damn, I forgot this.
WWE
So
belt,
what
the
fight?
UFC belt looks ass. I gotta see this belt now. Frontline, where the fuck is the picture? Where's my phone? God damn it, it's over there in the other room. Anyway, I'll bring it up online
Yo,
right
so
here. I don't know
round
what's
one,
up.
what you think about the fight with Lamont Roach for the WBC? Talk to me.
Brother, come on, man. That's just
En Cepeda.
it's Cepeda, William
Cepedita.
Cepeda. Well, I was talking about it yesterday, or
Who you
was
I
it
think
this
gonna
just
win?
morning?
I just send it to you, Edwin, but you don't got your phone on you, so
I'm gonna bring it up on screen right here. I'm gonna bring it
Just,
up right here.
just, just go to Google and type in Sufa belt. It'll pop up,
Yeah.
Nah, just right here. I got,
and
I
then,
got.
and then go to images.
I feel
That shit.
like
Okay,
if I'm being honest, bro, I feel like damn, because I know Lamont got more skills, but I feel like Zepater's gonna be able to just outwork him. I ain't gonna lie. He already been in there with boxers and a boxer like Shakur too, which is the most. He's gonna be. Shit, it could go either way, but I feel like just the outwork. Cause I already see Lamont do got pop, but he don't got that devastating power. Cause he would have showed it against Pitbull. If anything, Pitbull showed that he got more power than him. Cause he send him flying through the other side. So that's a good fight though. I like it though. I ain't gonna lie.
why am I having a blank here?
Hopefully he get that belt and they able to me make unifications at 135. Make that shit litty. All right up. And then I need my boy Xander, man. I need Xander to get with Devin, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like that's gonna be good for him to have Devin under his belt, win or lose. That's gonna be a good thing, just to have a nigga under his belt. Cause it's just that experience. Experience being with some of these fighters, certain tricks that they do in that ring, you really need to get in tune with that, bro. That's why I feel like certain sometimes having a certain coach that been around. You see, like a Mickey Bay, he didn't really been around
All right,
masters at
guys.
the game.
All right, guys. Look, hold on. You guys mean to tell me that this is what this fucking piece of garbage belt, boxing belt looks like? This is not the boxing one, right? Let me please say this thing. So,
There's only one Sufa in this. Yeah, that's it right there.
come
Bro,
on,
that shit look
man.
like something I'll use
Are
for the
you
car.
serious?
I'll put that shit in the bottom of the car. I'll use that shit to cover something in the car. Probably a dent.
That shit look like some stealth type shit, all blacked out and shit.
Uh,
Hold up.
they should have named it Toma. Toma.
Can you see it better like that? Here, hold on.
Yeah, we seen it before. You're the only one that haven't seen it.
What
Yeah,
the
man.
fuck
You
is
know what's
this,
crazy? It's just
bro?
the color. Like, why not even make it gold? Like, at least, even though it don't even got to be real gold, that color just feel, man.
You know
You
what
can't
they
even.
gotta do first of all? Get out of this octagon looking shape. The boxing ring is not an octagon. What are you doing? These guys got a mindset of viewing things, bro. Get rid of that fucking octagon looking hubcap first of all, and get with the traditionally round boxing. That's where you're going wrong off rip. Where is it that boxers fight in an octagon? It's
Well,
just
remember
ridiculous.
they're trying something new.
No, there is nothing new. We fight in the square circle.
You know what it is? Sometimes they expect time, like 50 years from now, they able to still hold this shit
Listen,
on.
listen. The
The shit may
boxing
come in.
since the beginning of time, we
Yo, shout
fight.
out, shout out to all facts, and then low key taking shots already. He said only frontline approves the belt.
Yo, yeah, it's crazy. That's it. Only front line. His ass. Check this out.
Yeah.
We fight in the square circle. And for those that are not familiar, why do they call it the square circle? Well, first of all, the ring is a square and we go around in circles. It's called the square circle for that reason. And you're gonna come out with this UFC design bullshit? Get that fucking no one, man. Nobody wants to fight for your bullshit ass. It don't even look right. That shit is trash. Don't be surprised if what Xander
If
fights
Zayas fights Madrimov.
for what? Why? What and a stay active fight just to prove a point?
Nah,
Like,
Zayas is looking for legacy. He don't care about.
yeah,
I
he's
mean,
gonna go after Josh Kelly.
right.
Or
If,
and then
if
look,
not Fundora, but
well,
Fundora's tied up
Fedora's
right now.
but
That's why
yeah,
he hasn't
he's
called him out.
right. That's all. Because but once Fundora gets out of that, if Xander can stay active now, if he takes an active fight and he takes a fight like that just to and beats him, Jesus Christ, right? You know, give him a shot to stay active, just and beat the shit out of him. Wow. But I don't know if that would ever happen. But the I think that Xander has his sights on two things: bringing another big fight to Puerto Rico and unifying. That's what he's trying to do. And he's trying to get one of these champions like Josh Kelly because he's basically in his right, I think, as the champion. I think when we talk about A side and B side, I think that Xander at this point is the A side. He's the unify. He has more of the gold. Okay. So Josh Kelly doesn't have that kind of star status that can eclipse the unification. His star status can't do that. There's other fighters that could, but he's not one of them. So getting Josh Kelly to come to Puerto Rico is the right move. Xander's saying it on social media. Listen, I already got a date. I got a venue. This is where I'll be. If any of you have the balls to come fight me in Puerto Rico, which in fact, I believe the majority of the world championship fights in Puerto Rico, they lost. So it's not like Puerto Rico has a history of ripping off the fighters. See, Liam Paro beat Subir Matias just not too long ago. Where? In Puerto Rico. And then they came out and supported him fighting Richard Hitchens. In where? Puerto Rico. So it's like the old saying, brother, if you were really about that smoke and you really wanted that world title, it didn't matter if I fought you in Miami, Puerto Rico, Las Vegas, the moon. It wouldn't matter. The square circle is the square circle. Wherever you build it, just build the ring and I'll fight you there. So if you were really about that smoke, does it really matter? When Devin Haney went to Australia and the entire country was trying to ban his dad from going over there, you think young ass Devin Haney let that shit affect him? Devin Haney and his father, if I can't be there, son, it doesn't matter where you go in this world, be yourself. You're Devin Haney. That's still a ring. Whether the ring was set up here, there, whoop his ass. So Josh Kelly, all Xander wants to do is bring revenue, his people, a show which rightfully so he deserves. He's the unified world champion. If you were going to beat him no matter what, go over there and take his belts and give the fans and the people and the young champion what he's asking for: a night at home. So it's the ball's up in the courts. Let's see if any of the champions will dare to fight Xander out there. Maybe they won't. Maybe they might feel that they want neutral, but I can guarantee you one thing. I back Xander. I back Xander in Puerto Rico, in New York, in California, in Russia. I back Xander. I think is that type of fighter. He's just gonna be himself no matter where you put him. He's just trying to do something noble. And people are trying to take that and twist it like he's ducking. Like he won't fight you unless you fight. Bro, when was Xander ever pull some shit like that? Xander fought wherever Top Rank put him. And now that he's able to call the shots, you think what? It's a coincidence that he's picking his native country? That's how you get embraced by the people. Loma would bring a fight back there. Manny Pacquiao would bring a fight back over there.
Well, we
And
ain't
they
having no
come
fights
out,
overseas anytime soon.
huh?
We ain't having no fights over in like in South in Riyadh or none of that shit no time soon.
No
They
time soon. We're not.
they got to
You
get that
see,
shit sorted out over there first.
now, my honest opinion about that, I'm no politician. You can edit this part of the video out. Has nothing to do with boxing. Has to do with Turkey. And just my honest opinion, of what I think Saudis are actually trying to do. It's a mere guess. I have no facts on this. These are not you know, this is round one sports talk. Just throwing out an opinion. And is it wrong for me to have an idea? Or are we all stopped or bound? We can't say our ideas no anymore. But I'm clarifying my idea. I'm making it sure and verbal that, I'm just thinking, okay, out loud. Would it be far fetched to assume they want out of the desert? They want a new home? Did anybody ever stop to think that they might not want to live in the desert no more with that much money? You ever think that maybe they give you everything you wanted, like a spoiled kid on Christmas, to get your affection? So when you see more and they buy up more shit, pretty soon, I think that their actual piece of land, wasn't it called Persia one time? Now they renamed it. It's not called Persia anymore. It's called Iran. Right? I'm just asking myself this question. You ever think that they accepted what they are as people, as tradition? They'll probably always be. I'm not sure they want to be out there anymore. With all this shit, with all that money, living like that, bombs, strikes, fights all the time, shootings. Is that what you want a royal family to constantly be in? I know they won't give up their position in the sand. They'll leave some out there, of course. I'm starting to think they don't want to be out there anymore. And little by little, look at how the Western societies, philosophies, have at it, whatever you want to put behind it, whatever you want to call us, right? Look at the impact we have. That they first started off with us, we don't do any of that shit. We cover up this and that. Every boxing match, just a little bit more gets revealed. A little bit more leverage. No, you couldn't drink and smoke. You still can't drink, but you can smoke a cigar now. Little by little, the Western way looks like it's. You see them out there gambling now with their things on their head, having a good old time. I don't think they want to go back. That's just my opinion, my assumption. I'm just from the outside looking in. I have the right to think, right? Imagine having all that money and family, generation after generation. You wake up, go outside, hot sun froze to your fingers. You're not a billionaire anymore. You're a trillionaire type people. And your view is miles of sand as far as the eye can see. So what you guys do, you build cities. So you try to drown your vision with tall structures that the sun beams off all day. Right? You're not getting away from it. You're going to go outside. Apparently, eventually, you're going to run into sand. It's it. Left, right, south, west, doesn't matter. And I just think that, honestly, I think they cutting themselves a piece and they taking a real piece. Like they actually trying to buy like fucking Detroit or an abandoned city that's in chaos. And they're gonna buy it. I don't have no proof of this or nothing, but I'm just thinking out loud. I have the right to think. And this is all hypothetical. Fucking buy St. Louis that's underwater. Buy it and make Abu Dhabi right there. These mofos right? A New Yorker by the name of Bob Arum of Top Rank. They asked him, they said, hey, Mr. Bob Arum, how you doing? We wanted to host a Tyson Fury where in this particular time, if we asked you to break the ground with a shovel to build a new boxing arena from start to scratch in New York City with the best New York equipment money can buy, top Bob Arum, how long would it have you to have that building up and running from the time you put the first shovel in the ground? Bob Arum said, you said I have an unlimited amount of money? They said, yes. I can hire the best. Yes. Well, in that case, 3 years. It would take me 3 years, a New Yorker, with all the connections I have. I can build you that building. Up, running, AC, TVs, everything. 3 years. The Saudi prince did it in the sand in 120-degree weather. He had them build that shit in 3 months. That motherfucker had central AC. They had 2 rings. They had one outside and one inside in the dome, in the thing that they built. They had a hotel in there, elevators. They had water fountains, no gambling things. They had everything in 3 months. That's what money can do. They flew that shit in from where in the world to the desert, and that's what money can do. Are you serious? You built an arena where a war zone could pop off. Like, what? Like, money is crazy. And I just look at them and I'm saying to myself, they're fucking everywhere right now. They're in everything. They got their hands in everything. And I just think that they want you to love them. I want you to love them because I think that eventually they got that kind of money. They could buy freaking New Orleans, I'm afraid. I don't think constitutionally wise will allow that to happen. That's a joke. I hope that never happens. But it's a scary thing to think of. Like, it's not scary in the sense that they pose a threat. They just people with a lot of money that want to live, right? It's cool, I guess. It's just powerful. When you don't got that kind of money, it's even frightening for that to be around you. You're not going to fully understand that. And they're so far ahead, it's not fair, right? So it's not like they're going to move in next door to you. No. But from a distance, it'll look like something else. It'll look like something else. It'll look like, what are you guys doing? Trying to invade America or something? No, they're just trying to live at that point. But that's something, money's scary, bro. That shit, they could, man, listen. But I don't know. That's just a theory of mine. I'm not saying that's happened. It's going to happen. It's just food for thought. I'm just thinking out loud. That's all. Is it bad that if they did it? Actually, it's not bad. If you got the money to do that and take your entire freaking royal family with you, would you do it? Would you go to another
Let me tell you something.
land and buy something?
With that kind of money,
Shit.
you could buy anything you want.
I know.
You just got to grease the rice pockets. And even if they come out here to the States, right? And they want to build, let's just say like we was talking about, a building, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can have that building built, fully functional in 4 to 6 weeks. They pay the building department to fucking pass through the permits, like
Yeah, they could get
just have them
anything.
go through everything. They pay the tradesman top dot. That thing will be up in 4 to 6 weeks,
That shit'll
guaranteed.
be state of the art. State of the
Yeah,
art. You know what I'm saying? Push butt everything. Everything. I mean, that shit'll be state of the art. It'll probably have gold trimming everywhere. Like Donald Trump did to the White House. You seen
yeah.
what Donald Trump did to the White House? Yo, he pimped out the White House. Every time you see Donald Trump sit down, He got gold leaf painted in 18 and 24. Yo, Donald Trump got tired of going out there to these certain places, and everywhere he walked in was nothing but gold, diamonds, and they live like kings, right? And here's the president of the free world. You're the president of the United States, the free world. There's no gold leaf shit behind you, man. Trump came back on the plane, was like, I want everything gold. I want the motherfucking counter gold. I want this gold. I want this pen, make it gold. Yo, listen, yo, Donald lost his mind. He's crazy. He's a gangster. Yo, don't you see on Donald's watch, like, I've never seen, like, okay, military wise, having family members that have been in military, right? Knowing that this actually what's going on with Trump has happened with every president almost, but they're not on CNN with it. Donald, he's up in the front with it, but he went and took that initial step. See, all the other presidents, the fucking Reagans, Clintons, Barack Obamas, they did shit, but under the cover of darkness. The only thing Barack, really toot his horn over was getting fucking Barack Bin Laden. That was like his key moment, right? And then for Bush was getting the guy that shot his father. So he went out there and got homeboy, right? They found him in the rat hole, right? So, but Trump, check this out. This is a man y'all try to kill. Let's not forget y'all try to shoot him and shot his ear off.
Multiple times.
Y'all done try to kill this man. He don't feel like the American people love him. So what he's gonna have to do is tough love. He's not asking you for your opinion, your decisions anymore. Y'all try to kill him. Y'all turned your back on him in his own country. You try to kill the man, and you guys try to kill him. Not a terrorist. Not y'all try to kill him. So he flipped the script. They started, we ain't gonna pay these tariffs type shit. That man, he's doing something I never thought the president of the United States would ever pull the trigger. We were in history, we bitches. We got the most weapons, but we always want to talk now. We always want to be diplomatic and sell our souls. Sell our souls to the highest bidder, China, this. It's all about consumer with America. So no president ever did no shit like this, where that he's taking out world leaders. He's already got several world leaders under his belt, Trump. Technically, I think he's got 3 world leaders, and he's got over 24 heads throughout, lower heads, gun terrorists, guys that sell. He's killed all of them. He's killed them
Hey,
all.
we got some sensitive people in the
It's
chat that
crazy.
don't want you talking about Trump because it's hurting their feelings.
Oh
They
yeah, it
want you.
is.
They want you to go back to boxing.
Yeah. Trump's just crazy. That's why I don't talk politics. But you
Trump's
got
my guy.
you
Fuck
got
that.
you.
Y'all don't like him.
I don't like
Too bad.
politics. You guys
He's
know
your
me.
president.
I don't
He's my
I
president,
don't I don't I don't go by that. I don't go by that. I'm just going by the man. The
and he
man.
gangster.
That man,
He,
what that man is doing, I'm just like that. Viewing him as a president, politics, what are my views? I don't talk about none of that shit. I'm just seeing him at this president moment that we're in an interesting time in our lives, and I'll leave it like that. But I tell you what, man, I'm not a politician. I'm none of that shit. That's I'm not qualified to send out airstrikes. That's it. You know what I mean? But I tell you what though, this right here, this era in boxing right now, it's really gonna produce a lot of great fighters. And I'm very excited for this era in boxing. This era right now, when I look back at it, listen, this was the first era where 3 boxers became undisputed in two separate weight divisions. Usyk, Terrence Crawford, and Naoya Inoue. That's unprecedented. When in the entire history of boxing, in the 100 years or 100 plus years boxing's been around, nobody's done that ever in the history. Two separate weight divisions. And it just so happens in the same exact era, in the same exact era, three men did it. It's a very exciting time right now for boxing. The arrival of Sufa, the threat alone that Sufa brings to boxing and what it means. I don't think they're going anywhere with that corny ass belt. I don't like that belt. That Sufa belt is whack as shit. But I did notice one thing. When they did today's promo for Jairo Bataya and Brandon like this, notice that he only had the ring belt on. So I think the IBF is opting out. I can't definitively, say so. I can't definitively, but that might be a situation where, yeah, the IBF will not allow their belt in the same ring with that fucking hubcap. And they shouldn't. And they shouldn't. Then I also see on Clapback Thursday today, which very interesting, the De La Hoya situation with Virgil. I noticed that Virgil must not be accepting any of Oscar's phone calls because he's making pleas for him on his Clapback platform and telling him, hey, Virgil, listen to me. I know you did this and we went this far, but we still haven't passed the point of no return. Just drop what you're doing right now and come back and we'll get some fights for you. Well, this will be water under the bridge, right? But if you keep going, this is not going to work out too good for you, Virgil. So Oscar's making attempts to try to tell Virgil, yo, don't let Moranian drag you down this road. You know what I mean? Come back. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what is going to happen. But one thing I do know for sure, that Jaron Boots Ennis is using this situation as a cloak. So, he doesn't have to go to school or go to work. Brother, Jaron Boots Ennis, I don't want to hear that you were waiting for this guy or you got shelved by Ed Hearn. All these situations in your life, Jaron Boots Ennis, you got a part in this. If you're not up creating a stink, if you're not up there, trying to promote for yourself and trying to, it seems like you're just okay with it. You're just like, hey, whatever happens, whenever they call me for a fight, then I'll get back in shape, get in the gym. Meanwhile, I'm going to play with my new girlfriend. He's not, he's Jerron Boots Ennis, with every week and month that goes by, slowly but surely, he's getting out of the conversations. It used to be, no, the Jerron Boots Ennis is the best 154 pounder. Then Virgil. Remember those days? Not so much today. Not so much.
Hey, speaking on Virgil, what the hell is going on now with Oscar and him?
The thing is, okay, you know that Oscar put in a countersuit, right? Oh,
Correct. That I
okay.
do know.
So, and he won the first part of the negotiations. So what Oscar told him today was, listen, son, if you don't knock this off, right, I'm going to shelf you for the next 2 years. Oscar told him, this is going to drag on in court for 2 years. And since you're tied to me until the 2 years is up and we figure this out in court or I get another extension, you will never fight. So whatever way
technically he got him by the balls.
Yeah, whatever way you want to do this, Virgil, what it's going to hurt in the end is you. And Rick Moranian doesn't give a fuck. But all he wants is more money. See, because in the clapback today, Oscar says out of his mouth, he says, We came to an agreement. We came to an agreement for the Boots fight, and I got it. And this guy wanted me to pay you 3 more times the amount of money that we paid Duran Butenis. So it's your lawyer, Rick, that's doing this to you. According to what Oscar's saying. I don't know that to be true or not. Don't shoot the messenger. You can go watch Oscar's clapback video where he explains the thing word for word. Whether you believe him or not, or you think he's actually telling the truth, okay? Because people can get sued at this point, all right, for decimation of character. I would imagine Oscar's not stupid. At this point, what are you going to start putting out lies now when you're winning? So I don't think you want to do that. So I kind of think that what Oscar's saying got some truth behind it. So Oscar told him straight up, listen, kid, it's not too late. Drop this fucking dude. Come back to Golden Boy. We'll work this all out. We'll get you the fight. Let's go back to work. If not, I already got it plenched out for at least 2 years. You will be sitting on the shelf. And maybe it might be more time after that, after the 2 years. You don't want to do that to his Virgil's career at this point in his age. You don't want to do that to him. He'll still be fairly young, but that's come on, man. You know what I mean? I would say to him, just go back to them and work this out. That's it. And
Yeah, I
then
agree.
and then the thing is that I guess Oscar was telling the truth because according to what he was saying, they were working out a 3-fight deal for Virgil with Ed Hearn and shit. And all that other shit with, I guess, with the zone or something. So and then they awarded Oscar the decision, I guess. The first part half, it's still ongoing. But so far, the first victory is on Oscar's side. And it's a major one because the first victory, what it says is Oscar has a contract that you signed that says he owns the rights to you for X, Y, and Z amount of times and amount of fights. You can't talk to any promoter behind his back. You can't schedule no fights. You just like Ryan. Ryan tried to get that fight in Japan. Remember when he was coming off the suspension to get ready for a Devin fight, allegedly, right? But he ended up fighting Rolly, right? And Oscar didn't approve of it because you got a contract with Oscar. Unless Oscar signs off on that shit, Ryan couldn't fight. Same shit with Virgil Ortiz. He will not be able to fight. There's no loophole. He's signed to Golden Boy. I don't give a fuck if you go to Japan, UK. It's not like a suspension rule. It's not like that boxing athletic committee suspended you in New York, right? Okay, go to fucking Japan and box. Go to Iran out there in the UK, Riyadh season. Go out to fucking the UK. You can box. You're suspended in United States. When you're signed to a promoter, that's worldwide. That's whatever fight you fight. I don't care where it is. You got to get off the earth and fight on the moon. And maybe you can do it because they don't got a moon claw. But that's the only way. Long as you fight on the earth, he owns you. And Virgil Ortiz, if he wants to play this out and get it ugly, you can get it ugly, but I suggest not to. I suggest just go back, play nice, do what you got to do and get the fights and get in and get out. Give him, Oscar, if you're that disgruntled, give him the remaining of your fights. Get out of your contract. Don't sign back with him and go about your way. It's the best thing I can say to you. But this is getting crazy because what I reported earlier, Dana White signed Conor Benn and Ed Hearn signed Aspinall today. Like it's fucking stupid. Like this is Espinal's not a boxer, man. Like anyway, fuck it. But yeah, Oscar what? Scared to
Oscar
lose
scared to
his
lose his
golden
golden
goose?
ticket. His golden goose.
Yeah,
Captain
because
says.
yep, go ahead.
Captain also said, which I agree. Says a lot of times we blame boxers for ducking, but it's the promoters blocking the fights.
Well, okay, yeah. But as far as Oscar De La Hoya scared to lose his golden goose, why wouldn't he? The same lawyer is the one that took his first golden goose away from him, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Now, this same lawyer, Rick Marinian, is the same guy that's trying to take Virgil away from him by saying Rick Marinian convinced Saul Canelo Alvarez that Oscar owed him money, when in fact, Oscar was straight up with him. Rick Marinian had told him, no, the numbers should have been triple, Oscar. You should have had more money. We need eyes at the books. And Golden Boy said, who the fuck you think you are? I ain't gonna show you my books. So by doing that, it caused doubt in Saul Canelo Alvarez. And Rick Marinian was the one that he doing the same tactics he did with Saul, with Virgil. Same shit. He's just trying to stick it to Oscar. But I think this time Oscar had him outright. I think the Virgil people fucked up. I think Oscar might win this one. The Saul one was a tricky one. And Saul wanted out, and Oscar finally let him go. But he lost his golden goose because the fighter that Saul went on to be, that fought that multi-million-dollar fight with Terrence Crawford for Turkey, Saul Canelo Alvarez was responsible for that. He helped build Saul Canelo Alvarez. That was his golden, and they took him away. Now he's got this one, but Oscar De La Hoya, that Virgil Ortiz is not his golden goose. Ryan Garcia is. Ryan Garcia's Oscar's golden goose right now. Ryan Garcia's hot right now. That motherfucker can fry an egg on his forehead right now. That's how hot he is.
And he the cash cow of boxing too.
Yeah. So Oscar still got him. He's got it, but he wants to keep his, why kill the goose that's laying golden eggs? Just keep letting it lay eggs. It
Hey
might be
guys,
slow,
yes, we're
but
watching.
yeah,
I don't know about Edmund, but I'm watching the fight Perez at cruiserweight. I'm sorry, but Najee fucking wipes him.
wipes him down.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, 6th round, he's already breathing heavy. He gassing. Najee will knock his ass the fuck out.
he's gassing
Uh,
like that.
yeah, unless he catches Najee early, which I doubt. Najee wipes him.
And what's that? That'll be a potential fight.
It could be. Depends. Virgil versus Conwell will happen, says low key. I hope so. That'll be a good test for Virgil because you're not gonna get that same Cromwell that you saw against Chino.
Um, that's gonna be a good point because now he's gonna have to beat Conwell better than he beat Chino, and then Xander beat Chino. Now we're not gonna play off the triangle theory here, but it's just proving a point. You understand? If you want that shot at those belts, get past Conwell. You know? What card is that again? That's the what? Oh shit.
That's the one on the zone. The Eyes of the Tiger, the Canada fight.
What? Wow. This is gonna be a problem. All right, I got it. Um, what is
You right,
Richard
Loki.
Hitchens?
He's at
What
light
is
heavy.
what is Richard Hitchens gonna do with this belt, man?
He's gonna fucking hold it hostage with the duck flu. He probably infected the shit out of it. So nobody else want it.
Bro,
Melasoski in the building. Low key. Yeah, Lopez. Yeah, you right. You right, Lopez. Low key. My bad. My bad.
nah, not
Not not
Lopez.
not not
It's
Najee. Najee's at
175.
light heavyweight. This is cruiserweight. My bad. I spoke too soon.
Yeah.
But what we got. When's this Lopez? Isn't it the 13th? He's fighting Gallegos or Gallos, some shit like that.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah, I think it is. Here, let me hit the schedule right here real quick. I got them right here. Come on, load. Okay, we got oh, that's the pro box one, right?
Yeah, Najee fights on Pro Box.
Yeah, we've been through this. Yeah, I remember now. I don't think that it has it on this schedule. I gotta go to the other one. What the fuck? Yeah, we've been through this. All right, hold on. Man, I'll tell you what though.
Yeah, next week.
Devin,
Oh,
this Devin situation where Rolly is really starting to cook, huh?
I just read a report. I sent it to you. I guess the contract is finalized for May 30th.
Yeah, that's what they saying. I'm seeing it right here. And I didn't want to say anything because I'm not gonna go off what this guy says, but it was just like a poster shot. And I'm saying this shit is starting to pick up and like cook, like, and I'm looking through it right now to see if yeah, like in
May
fact
30th at the Barclays Center.
at the Barclays Center, May 30th. Yeah, that's what it says. Don't quote me on that, guys. Don't, because I didn't get that from an official source. No, I'm looking at it right now and I'm telling you guys, like, yeah, okay, I see that the
Yeah, but they saying that the fight's already signed. It's just a matter of, I guess, working out the kinks and shit.
mm,
If that's the case, Haney's in for a long night.
I don't. Yeah, well, I always thought that it was gonna go the distance anyway.
Nah,
I think for as much as I like Devin Haney and anything, I'm not sure Devin Haney's gonna put away Rolly like Tank Davis did. I think that Devin Haney's gonna box him. He's gonna
I
box
think
circles
Rolly's gonna
about.
catch him. I think Rolly's gonna catch him like
Nah,
he
I don't
caught.
think I don't think Rolly
Okay,
catches up to Devin. I
okay.
really don't.
We'll talk fight night.
Devin is shell shocked right now, right? First of all, I really don't think it's as good as a boxer that Devin Haney is. I don't think he makes the same mistake twice. I don't think he goes into a fight again underestimating the guy that he believes is not on his skill level. I think that lesson was taught to him. And I think that he was lucky to escape with the decision and the results that the fight came out in. Okay. Um, but I think that Devin Haney's going to play it smart. And when Devin Haney ever plays it smart in the ring, he's hard to beat on points. It's really hard. Loma gave it the old college try, and he still couldn't beat Devin Haney on points. So I don't think Rolly's no Lomachenko. I think Rolly's skill has went up a level for the kind of fighter that he is. I see a lot of improvements in Rolly. Yes, I do. I see him a better, you know, fundamentally better sound than that wild, erratic, unsporadic Rolly, so that I once saw him. So I do think that the better that Rolly gets, the more dangerous it's actually going to be for him. Because once the boxer realizes you're trying to box him, and he's a better boxer, he's going to prove to you why he's the better boxer. If Devin doesn't fall asleep behind the wheel and that little blistering shit that Rolly likes to do, what makes the fight actually so interesting in my head is that I know that Devin doesn't fight at all covering up going backwards. Not off the back foot. Devin can fight off the back foot. He doesn't fight once you start throwing punches at him. He covers up and he goes back and he doesn't come out of the high guard until it's safe to come out. I've never seen a situation where Devin was being punched and he punched back over the shot like that, where he took the 50-50 punches. That's where you're taking 50-50. Either you hit or he hits. Devin doesn't do that 50-50 shit on the inside. No. It's only when he's winning.
Yeah, wait till his
When
ass get clipped by one of
when
those
when
bombs
when when
Rolly be
you're
letting go
shelling
of.
up, he's alive. He's willing to engage and look good while he got you shelling up. That's when he's attacking like that. But Devin, a fighter that's strong, he doesn't do that. And Rolly, that's what makes that fight dangerous for me for Devin. If I was speaking of Devin's weaknesses, now Devin's strengths, he can clearly outbox Rolly. If he's just got to be stay focused, he will clearly wipe Rolly down. If Rolly wins 2 to 3 rounds, maybe it'll just be a masterclass, a one-sided fight.
Nah,
I
to be
think
honest, listen, if he goes in the way with the style that he fought Tank in, but with
Rolly,
the with the composure that he fought Ryan with, he will stop Devin. Guaranteed.
I'm not sure because I tell you
I'm
what.
telling you.
Okay, fine. You can have that opinion, frontline, but I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna take what I see at face value off their last fights, and I'm gonna tell you this. I can say this with complete certainty that Brian Norman Jr. is a better fighter than Rolly. He's better.
He went in with the wrong game plan though.
He's better. He's better than Rolly, bro. And Devin Haney stopped, shut him down, bro. Shut Brian Norman Jr. down. And I think Brian Norman Jr. would stop Rolly. Hey, Rolly would give him a good fight. And Rolly got that power. I won't count him out in that fight. That one would be a little bit more competitive, but I think that Brian Norman Jr. eventually would beat him. Right? I think that Rolly, he's the type of fighter that got the right wins at the right time. I don't think for the level that he's playing on that he earned to be there off his skill. He's very lucky to be in the situation that he is and a world champion on top of it. Rolly. Very, very lucky, very fortunate. Now, I can't take nothing away from him. He fucking did that shit. He did it. But he's fucking around with guys that are way past his level. And it's unfortunate because I don't think he's going to have the time or the luxury to catch up. If they actually allow Rolly to catch up, he would be real dangerous to these guys. Real dangerous. But the smart thing is to attack a mile green, still learning Rolly. Attack him now because you're going to be able to beat him. Because truth be told, Rolly got in there with some big names like Tank, yeah, but that fight was really never supposed to happen. Tank was just a farther skilled fighter. And the Ryan Garcia one made him because of Ryan Garcia's popularity status and the fact that Ryan actually fought Tank and Devin. So that really, because without that, let's just remember why Rolly was brought into that Ryan fight in the first place. He was being led to slaughter. He was a lamb, the sacrificial lamb for Ryan to prepare Ryan for the Devin fight. Rolly was never supposed to win that night. And just before that fight, Rolly's career was spiraling down because he was coming off losses and losing his belt in the
Ichigo,
fashion
you're about to get Edwin mad as fuck if he reads that.
about fucking Isa Pitbull Cruz, right? So fucking Rolly
I,
was real fortunate to be there.
I'm
Read
gonna read
what?
this to you, Edwin. I'm gonna read it to you. Did you hear what Devin Haney's dad said about Inoue? He said Inoue fights has been managed. That's how he got where he is. Devin's dad is a hater, bro.
No, Devin's dad is uneducated. That's the difference. He's not a hater. He's just not educated in Naoya Inoue or anyone he's ever fought. Devin's dad couldn't name you anybody but probably an American fighter like Stephen Kubo Fulton if he did that. Bill Haney can't tell you nothing about Naoya Inoue, and he's not qualified to talk about him. The only thing he says is whatever anyone says, his son above anyone. You understand? I also saw that interview. I went back and saw it where he says, well, if we were talking about the glamour division, right? The glamour division, Bill, did you just say that? You're supposed to rank all fighters for pound in every division, not just the glamour division, Bill. And he said, Naoya Inoue is well protected and he never fought anybody. That's impossible. When he went into the 122, he fought Stephen Kubo Fulton as a unified champion. The next fighter, he fought Marlon Tapales, a unified world champion. The next fighter, he fought Luis Pantera Nari, a champion, a former world champion. Then he fought MJ, another world champion.
I think
Then
Bill just talks to talk.
he just, yeah, he doesn't, he has no idea what Naoya Inoue. Don't listen. The biggest misconception in the boxing world that just because you're a boxing promoter, you got a son that boxes, or you're a boxer yourself, doesn't mean you're a historian or that you know anything about the sport other than training your fighter. The fighter won't even know any of these other guys. You're dealing with guys that live by machismo. I'm the best in the world. There's nowhere else you need to look but here. You think that these boxers know everybody's name, everybody that they fought? Why you think in so many interviews boxers are always stumped? Hey, this guy's fighting this guy. Did you see the fight? No, I don't watch boxing. But you're a professional boxer. Yeah, I only pay attention to the fight, the name that comes across the desk. I don't know nobody in another weight division, the top weight division. I don't know anybody's name. Did you stop to see this fight? No. These guys don't know about nothing. All Bill Haney knows is about Devin. That's it. And how to talk more shit for Devin. But that's his job as a manager. And Bill's real good at it. Real good. Bill knows how to fucking press people's buttons to keep you talking about who? Devin Haney. When he doesn't have a fight scheduled. He doesn't want you to be out of sight, out of mind with Devin. He wants you talking about him during a fight, after a fight, when he doesn't have a fight scheduled. That's when he's going to pop the most shit. But sometimes you can tell when Bill talks, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like one of his questions was like, what was it? Did Inoue ever fight somebody outside of Japan where he wasn't the favorite? They always protect and shelter Naoya Inoue. He's never fought where he wasn't the favorite. And I'm like, Bill, once again, you have no idea what you're talking about. Naoya Inoue went out there to the Brit. He fought Jamie McDonald, the UK champion that had never been knocked out, was champion for 4 years. Naoya went into that fight the challenger. He didn't fight him in Japan. He fought the guy in his own out there in the UK. Naoya Inoue was not the favorite with 7 professional fights. What the fuck is Bill Haney talking about? That's in a world title fight. Where is Bill Haney when Naoya Inoue went into the World Series of Boxing? The boxer that was expected to win the tournament was Nonito Donati. What the fuck is Bill Haney talking about? I'm confused. He doesn't know anything about Naoya Inoue. When Bill Haney, what he tried to say was, when does Naoya Inoue fight outside of Japan? When has he ever fought outside Japan? Well, he's 5-0. Every single time, all 5 times he ventured out of Japan, he knocked out all 5 fighters, went back to Japan. I don't know what Bill's talking about. He doesn't know nothing about Naoya Inoue. He needs just to stay focused on his son because he's doing good there. Don't talk about this kind of fighter, this guy, and try to like dress him down like he's never been battle tested. Naoya Inoue, like Top Rank, babied his career. Like Naoya Inoue in his contract got a clause in his contract, I don't take no weak fights. When he signed up with Ohashi, he told Ohashi, the only reason why I'll sign with you, if you get me a world title fight in the quickest amount of time. I know I'm the best. 6 fights, he was a world champion. And he ain't looked back since. Naoya Inoue, how are you protecting a guy, according to Bill Haney, who are you protecting? He fought 27 world consecutive title fights in a row. You're protecting him. You guys are protecting him by having him fight world champions. Bill Haney, if you knew about Naoya Inoue, how are you protecting him when every weight jump that he made, every weight division, he fought the world champion? He didn't fight a tune-up fight. He didn't fight a fight that didn't mean anything. He fought the adjacent champion in the next weight division right away. And in one of his weight jumps, he jumped 2 weight divisions and fought the champion right away, which was, in fact, McDonald. Jamie McDonald, I'm sorry. In fact, that was Jamie McDonald. That he was almost 6 feet tall. And Naoya Inoue knocked him out in 1 round. I don't know what the hell Bill Haney's talking about, but he's not talking facts. That's one thing he's not talking. When you're talking down to these champions, trying to degrade them to make your son look like a better champion, you made the mistake on picking and talking about this guy. You were better off trying to like do it to some other guys. This is the only guy in boxing doing video game shit. Naoya Inoue. Video game shit. With the exit of Terrence Crawford. An active fighter? You mean to tell me you try to discredit him? He also the greatest skilled boxer we got, according to Bill Haney, ain't did shit. Comparing him to who? Your son? Because your son has not accomplished what he's accomplished.
Half of what he'd accomplished.
In
Not
half
even
the
half.
time. I don't think Devin Haney's ever won 8 belts in 1 year. Count them, 8 belts in a calendar year. It's actually 1 year in like 12 days. It took Naoya Inoue 1 year and 12 days to win 8 belts. Go ahead, David Haney, do that. Do that. Show me. Show me how good your son is. Show me. Because apparently, in comparison to your son, this guy ain't shit. He's only got 27 consecutive world title fights in a row, right? Only. He's only got all 4 belts in 2 separate weight divisions. He's only defended all 4 belts going on 7 times. How many times did your son defend all 4 belts? Was it 1 time? Twice. He's got 2. He's got one against George Camboza. That was for all 4 belts, baby. The second time, yes, it was. And he's got the fight with Loma. Naoya Inoue is on his 7th all 4 belt title defense. Your son can't touch him. Not in achievements. Oh, and by the way, just for the record, let's figure this out right now. I don't take another step further. Okay, Devin Haney, right? You said Devin Haney, right? Okay, hold up. Let's put him up for a second here. Hold on. I gotta. I have an interesting. Something I want to know, and why I'm doing it. Why don't you guys join me? Hold on. Why don't you guys join me? Here, let's get this garbage right here off. Let's replace that with something really that we can watch. Where am I? Am I here? I'll take this. I'll take this one. Boom. Okay. So this is something I just wanted to know right now, real quick. Where is my boy here? Hey, well, there you go, Devin Haney. Here you go, Devin, the Dream American Haney.
Hey, Vic Star says he's on steroids, G. That's why he don't fight in the U.S. Also streamed on Facebook. LOL.
Then he's referring to Naoya Inoue, and
Yeah.
that's another statement that is obviously not true. Naoya Inoue has already fought 5 times outside of the in the U.S. He had 4 times in the U.S. and 1 time over there, and I think in Britain somewhere. We'll look it up right now. So he's already fought 5 times, and he's 5-0, and he's never failed a drug test in his entire career. So those are all lies. Those are all lies. So, okay, so this is Devin Haney. The question is, what did he do and how many did he fight in his pro record? Okay, pro record. Okay. Devin in his professional pro record, championship record, he fought 9 current or former world champion. He knocked out 0 in world championship bouts.
Wait, how many knockouts?
0 against former or current world champions. He fought 9 fighters.
What
These
about
are the
regular
9
fighters?
fighters he fought, right?
What about regular
Okay.
fighters? How many knockouts?
0, 0, 0, 0. I repeat. Let me fact check that for you. It's 0, 0. Okay, and these are all his belts right here, and his reign is right here. This is Devin Haney's reign and what he did, where he won the belts, how many belts he won. That's what I wanted to know. See, when Devin Haney's father, Bill Haney, comes out and talks about a fighter like Naoya Inoue, right? And he's talking shit like his son's a real killer. This is your professional boxing record. This is who you fought. You got 9 fights in champ. Okay, so let's go to who you're being compared to. Since your dad likes to talk about Naoya Inoue, what kind of champion he is, then your son obviously got to be better than him. He had to accomplish more. He had to do better things. Let's check it out. Here he is, his Wikipedia. Boom. Same question. He's been in 25 world title fights up until this point. They haven't updated. The last one is 26. He knocked out 21 of them. In world title fights, he fought 16 world champions. He knocked out 13 world champions. So when Bill Haney says, who did Naoya Inoue fought? He fought 16 world champions. And he knocked out 13 of them. Your son fought 9 and knocked out 0. Your son only fought 9 world champions. Naoya Inoue has doubled your son. Bro, are you kidding me? Like, the shit that this dude did, I don't even know why they fuck with this Japanese dude. Really, they just want to embarrass him. Look at this shit. You guys remember how short Devin Haney's achievement list was? Are you crazy? And look, and if you want to look it up just in case, for shits and giggles, here's the 16 names. These are all the 16 names. You can look up each one of them. Like if you go to the first one, you'll click on his homeboy right here. Boom. It'll show you. It'll show you all the fighters. So there's no confusion. So I mean, when Bill said they should just leave this Japanese dude alone, bro. Just don't mess with him, bro. Don't bring his name up. Don't, you guys are gonna look stupid. Like, why would you do this? Like, but hey, Bill likes to make fantasy statements and wild claims that he could beat Xander. You know, you're writing all these checks that your son's ass is gonna have to cash eventually. Somebody's gonna catch up to Devin, but I'm high. I got high hopes for Devin. I high hopes for Devin. I still, no matter what his father says, I like Devin Haney. I like him as a fighter. I think he's good for the sport. I am expecting a lot from him. I think that Devin Haney can make a turnaround and really become a people's fighter. I'm just hoping. If he never does that, then he would have let me down and he would have never turned into the fighter that, I know that I'm expecting a lot from Devin. But I still like Devin. I don't give a fuck what his father says. It's not going to turn me off to Devin. I've already talked to you. You guys know what kind of guy I am by now. I could see one side, like when Tio Lopez was saying things about Puerto Rican guys, and I was saying to Frontline, I get it. I get it why you shit on Tio because of what he said, but I don't let his mouth and his antics judge the fighter that he is. I still got to judge the fighter and how he fights in the ring, not his mouth. I'm not turned off by his antics. I'm mature enough to understand and separate these things and understand I address everything accordingly. I address you for this. That doesn't mean I completely hate you. I just don't like these traits about you. I might like you as an individual, but I don't like this part about you. And it might not turn me off completely about you. So no matter what Bill says, no matter what Devin says, Devin is good for the sport. And if you're a Devin Haney fan or supporter, continue being that. The one thing about being a fan is being a fan. The good and the bad. You're going to get the shit talking. You're going to find somebody that agrees with you. It all comes in a day's work of being a loyal fan. And whatever way you want to go in the sport of boxing, man, I will never stop you from promoting your fighter. Come up here, talk your shit. Show the boxing world who you're backing. Where you from? You don't got to put your address or anything like that. Your government name. Nah. You don't got to go that far. You don't got to get gangster. But you can rep your city. You can say, I'm from this city. This is my fighter. Blah, blah, blah. What's up? And that's what keeps this boxing channel and the boxing world alive. So fight fans, thank you for tuning in tonight. It's been a great episode. I see you guys still. The boxing is a PD without proof. Yo, okay, Malasa, I'm not gonna go because you're gonna have me talking, Malasa. I'm not falling for that. Malasa's gonna reel me in. Yeah, that's so true. Down there in the welterweight divisions, Naoya Inoue has really brought eyes and fans to those weight divisions again. He literally turned Japan into Las Vegas. For all the low weight division now, right now in this era, if you're a fighter from 126 down, where you want to fight, where you're going to get the most money is Japan. Anywhere else, you're going to get a couple $100. Yeah, you're not gonna. A lot of those guys starve. They work a job and box on the side and are like a champion and still have a job. That's real talk. So what Naoya Inoue is actually doing at the super bantamweight, they're gonna study this man when it's all said and done. This is really remarkable shit. He made $42 million in 2024. When he sold out that Tokyo Arena against Luis Pantera Nari. And he made like 32, 36 on his own. Then Turkey, Riyadh made him an ambassador and gave him like $9 million, which rounded up the year to 42. But he really did like 36, 32 by himself. And in that last fight, I think whatever he made like 20. But that's he's making heavyweight fighter money. There's heavyweights in the world that are not making Naoya Inoue money. Moses Thomas is not making Naoya Inoue money. I can guarantee you that much. I don't think Teixeira, none of them guys are making that kind. I don't think Dante Wilder's making that kind of money anymore. Not after all those losses. Nah. So he's actually making like big boy money now, yeah, in a way. And that's just a separate entity that is the legend of Naoya in a way. You know what I mean? That's just who he is. And just think about all the fighters he brought with him. Just think about all the fighters he brought with him. All of them Japanese fighters that are known today because of him. What he's doing is truly remarkable. Naoya, in a way, let me tell you, as a man, as being a human, I couldn't imagine what it would be like living a day in the life in your shoes. I would just switch everything to Puerto Rico. Imagine me being embraced on the island of Puerto Rico as the best fighter in the world, being undisputed in two weight division, me being a Puerto Rican fighter. You know how they would greet me in Puerto Rico? Like a fucking king, bro. Like a king. There would practically be no woman I couldn't have. Any food I want, anything that man gets. I will never know what that's like. And for the few men in the world that experience such a feat in their life, brother, shout out to you, man. And that's just from a man to a man, bro. I don't care where you come from in this world, man. I don't watch Naoya Inoue because he's black, green, purple. I watch him because he's the best fighter, I think, on the planet right now in our era. And everything else he did and the way that that country embraces him and what he did for his family name. When his kids go outside, that's Naoya Inoue's kids. Bro, when his mom and dad walk into the store, they open the door for that lady. Here you go, Mrs. Inoue. Right this way. Respect. Respect. What he did for his family, his country. I'll never know what that's like, but that's got to be one of the best feelings in the world, man. To be viewed like that as the GOAT, people calling your name. Shit. Listen, fight fans, we got a lot of boxing headed our way, and I can't wait for this banger right here. This is, he always gives me a Christmas present. Every December, you can count on Naoya Inoue, December 24th, right? So this is like an early one right here. This is the May, area. We're in that area. But this is a banger. So, fight fans, thank you for tuning in, locking in here at Round One Sports Talk. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, do something with yourselves. It costs you guys nothing, man. Just support the channel. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. As you can see, this is one of the hottest and dopest YouTube boxing channels out right now. You know what I'm saying? We have a cool vibe here, cool energy. It's a little different out here, you know what I'm saying, where you show a little bit of respect and you can talk boxing. So, fight fans, thank you for tuning in. I will see you on the next one here at Round One Sports Talk. You guys be good. Peace. Good night, gentlemen.